pues sí. Qué cosas. Bueno, voy avanzando.
I wonder where Major Crumb disappeared to.
Lo más seguro es de que se fue para abajo, pero pues hay que checar toda la casa. No hay nada, creo que no. Hasta aquí, no. Trato de entrar aquí.
I'll be glad I stocked up on crates when the honey orders flow in. Provided the bees oblige me with some honey, that is.
Aquí atrás no se vino. ¿Y ahora qué voy a hacer?
Wallace, thank heavens you made it to the shelter.
Este no es el refugio.
You up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you?
Claro que sí.
You've got to get your mind off the carnage up there. Would you like to hear one of my old war stories? I'd help pass the time.
Well, I hate to...
Of course you would. I brought visual aids.
Neta.
I can still see it.
What a face!
That's me kitted out for heavy combat. That helmet took many a dent before the war was through. Without it, I could have become seriously loopy. Take my advice, Wallace. Never go into battle without a regulation helmet like the one in this picture. As I said,
Claro.
Who's that fellow?
that's me as a young recruit, off to basic training. How I cried when they cut off my golden curls. But I cheered up as soon as they issued me with a beautiful set of dog tags. Dashed useful dog tags. If you happen to forget your rank or name, you got it right there. Never go into battle without your dog tags, Wallace.
Claro.
Now, there's a sight.
That's me posing with Mother next to my 40mm Bofors. Look at the size of that monster. Big Betty, we called her. The gun, not my mother.
Sounds like you were quite a soldier, Major Crumb.
Well, Wallace, why the past tense?
Oh dear.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Something you civilians will never grasp. And I'd be happy to prove it by charging into the fray. That is, if I were recommissioned and had a proper helmet with a cute little brim, and if I could find someone to take charge of this shelter and distribute the protein bars.
¿Sirve
I
de algo?
found these in the hall, Major Crumb.
Dog tags. I've been recommissioned. Bound to happen, of course. Can't leave good military material sitting on the shelf. My place is in the trenches. Yes, that's all very well, I suppose. But I'd need a good sturdy helmet with a cute little brim like the one I had in the war.
Casco. Creo que no he visto nada similar al casco, a menos que esté aquí.
You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ha! This case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for...
Okay.
Emergency numbers. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace. By George, this is an emergency. Private Gromit! I hereby issue you one protein bar. Guard it well, and see that it lasts you all day. Wallace, here's one for you as well.
Much obliged.
Ok, ya tengo esa cosa. Algo más que pueda hacer aquí, aparte de lo del casco.
Gromit could do the job.
Private Gromit? Can I entrust my precious cache of protein bars to a Pongo? Perhaps so. He's proven himself a trusty foot soldier. Yes. If I am called away to the front, I'd feel comfortable leaving Private Gromit in charge. Yes, that's all very well, I suppose, but I'd need a good sturdy helmet with a cute little brim like the one I had in the war.
¿Será quitarle el sombrero a al poli?
I need flowers for my machine, Major Crumb. It works on flower power.
Not one of those wretched hippies, are you, Wallace?
Ok. Casco.
Wait!
¿Ahora qué? No fui yo.
Careful, Wallace. You're heading into hostile territory. The enemy has clearly landed, and most likely set up camp in West Wallaby Street. Who knows what the blighters have done to our once peaceful neighborhood? If you make it back alive, you'll have to give us a full report. In the meantime, eat your protein rations. The protein will keep your strength up, especially if you're captured. Brave lad! We'll keep the home fires burning.
Ni siquiera me pude quedar con la barrita. A ver, casco con alitas, no me podré llevar el sartén.
Auto flip Frank.
Supongo que aquí es donde voy a hacer la mezcla. Pero ahora, ¿cómo consigo el otra vez aquí? De puro casualidad algo que me sirva de casco o para agarrar la bolsita de té. Nada bien, la cosa esta.
Oops.
No me puedo llevar esto. A ver, no.
I must be up already.
Doctor. ¿Qué más? La tapa del bote.
No flowers in here.
You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
Si no le agrada, está bueno. Tengo idea. Y creo de que no fue buena idea de que Gromit agarrara la raqueta, porque aquí me falta eso.
I wonder what happened to his little cricket bat.
Es que el cricket, es que sí son las cosas que se pasan como una raqueta, ¿no? Las del, no, el cricket. ¿Qué el cricket no es con el mazo? ¿Cuál era el cricket?
Ah, Mr. Wallace.
¿Qué?
But you will deliver the honey in time for my festival of crumpets, won't you? I'd hate to have to serve jam. Everyone does jam.
Don't worry, Mr. Paneer. Your order is in safe hands.
Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
Ya, cáigale el agua.
Why does everything happen to me?
No le puedo seguir haciendo así hasta que se mueva de ahí.
The sky is blue and
Supongo que no. Quiere.
And to what do I owe the pleasure of this return visit?
Constable Dibbins,
No.
the sniffer doesn't work that way, Constable Dibbins. You've got to...
I'm conducting this interview, Wallace, if you don't mind.
Fear not.
¿Qué hago?
There's no point in that.
No, pues no sé. Roteta. ¿Cómo le hago para que se consiga ese otro queso?
Well, if that's how he wants to play it, then he can stay in here until he rusts, for all I care.
Tiene que haber una forma de hacer que él vaya
Haven't awakened
por el otro
its
queso, porque ahí se ve
detonator,
que hay otro queso
because
en
it
la
hasn't
mesita
got
de,
one.
del
It's
de las muestras.
programmed for pandemonium.
Now then, which ingredients am I still missing?
Todos.
Energides and strontium. My task is 33.33% complete.
Según yo, ¿no?
Hey up, Wallace.
So, might you be interested in signing up for my honey deliveries, Mrs. Gabberley? Fresh daily.
Oh, I should say so. I'm partial to a spot of honey for my tea.
waste of money. We'll never see honey for tea, or breakfast for that matter.
Oh, shut up, you. Wallace knows what he's doing. He's got a head for business.
Is that a head? I took it for a parsnip.
Oh, pay him no mind.
¿Qué faltará? ¿Le doy el queso?
That won't do anything useful.
Ese botoncito.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's not closing time yet.
Pero no se enoje.
If you'd like to sample my honey, Mrs. Gabberley, there'll be a free tasting tonight at Mr. Paneer's Tea and Crumpet Festival.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'll have to pop by.
I wouldn't bother. He'll never make the delivery.
¿Y qué faltará?
Your husband seems a trifle miffed.
Don't fret, Pat. He's always miffed about summit.
That's fine where it is.
¿En serio?
Ta-da! Bye!
I think I'll leave that alone.
Ta-da! Bye then!
¿Le aviento el queso?
Not on, I'm afraid.
Comentario, remojar, la cosa esa. Ya no hay aquí. ¿Qué me falta? A ver. Debe tener alguna cosa aquí, a ver.
Why does everything happen to me?
Es que no sé, le tengo que poner algo aquí para que se mueva y hacer que el poli venga. ¿O cómo le hago con el poli? Es que sé que ocupo esta cosa para... Supongo que... Ah.
Must be awfully hot under that helmet, I reckon. A sunny day like today.
It's a trifle sweltering, yes. But danger and discomfort are all in the line of duty for an officer of the law, though most folk don't appreciate it.
Ah. ¿Le puedo echar ahí el quesito? Y nadie vio nada. Entonces...
Constable Dibbins, please will you give the Sniffer 3000 one more chance?
You're very insistent, Wallace.
Only I've made a few minor adjustments to its remote control. I think you'll find it a reformed character now.
I'll be the judge of that.
Ahora nada más tengo que acordarme cuál queso era. A ver, el que está ya es el Welling.
You there, prisoner, kindly look at me when I'm talking to you.
Es el Welling, necesito esto. Era Gorgonzola, ¿no? El que tiene. Ahí está.
That's more like it. Now you've had time to think, what can you tell me about what happened yesterday? Feel bad about what you did, do you?
Que se esconda debajo de la cama. Bueno, que haga esa cosa.
He's weeping. Maybe this contraption's got feelings after all.
Ajá.
Now, I want a truthful answer. If I release you from custody, will you do it again?
Supongo que la última opción, porque hace como que la finta de que dice que no.
Well, I'll be damned. The prisoner has been interviewed.
Yes?
And having exhibited signs of repentance, I am prepared to release him into your protective custody, provided, Wallace, you give me an assurance that you'll keep your blinking eye on him. Or it. Or whatever he answers to.
Ahí está mi pila.
I'll keep an eye on him, Constable Dibbins. You have my word on that.
Ya tengo la pila, pero no obtuve el sombrerito.
How much does a helmet like that weigh?
£8 and 5 ounces. Some days feels more like 80 pounds.
Mira. ¿Me podré llevar las flores?
Could those be? I couldn't help but notice the flowers on your window ledge, Mrs. Gabberling.
Aye, lovely, aren't they? Bring a touch of summer to the town square. Especially the purple pansies. Always been partial to pansies, me. You should see the flat. It's full of them.
They're blinking weeds, if you ask me. Can't abide them.
Oh, go and suck a lemon, you moaning ninny.
Adiós, Flor.
Now look what you've done, you clumsy oaf. And open up that window when I'm yelling at you.
All right. But only to prove your insults don't get to me anymore. I can deflect them all.
Is that so?
Ay, claro, se cayó de esa altura y el florero no se rompió. Ajá. ¿Me la puedo llevar?
I'd be happy to take these flowers off your hands, Mrs. Gabberly. That is, if they make your husband unhappy.
That's a good reason to keep 'em, to my way of thinking. But go ahead if you want 'em.
Much obliged.
Bueno, ya tengo una, ¿me puedo llevar las otras?
Pardon me, Mrs. Gabberly. I wonder, that is, could you spare a...
Verb.
Sorry?
Give me a verb, Wallace. An action word.
Oh, playing a word game, are we?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, well, let's see. A verb.
¿Qué? Sapos violentos. Derrite boca suave. Mordisco de guiso grasiento. Cosas para caballeros. Todo divisado en ascensor. Explosión tempestuosa derriba no sé qué. No sé. Verbo.
What about batter?
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Now I need a thing.
A thing?
Aye, you know, something physical you could touch.
Something I can touch.
Un sapo. Derrite boca. Guiso. Cosas.
Turkey?
¿De dónde salió el pavo?
Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Entonces esta cosa está mal traducida, estas cosillas.
How about savage?
No? Oh, that's a corker, that is. Last one, nearly done. I need another thing. Or like a person or animal.
A person or animal? Now, let me see now.
Pues lo único que es el sapo o el dodo.
You can't go wrong with dodo.
Yes, that's a thing.
Hey! What is it now?
Oh, batter! A turkey! You savage! Dodo!
I am a bit like the dodo. Too kind and trusting for this world.
Ay, sobre todo.
A good solid insult, I thought. But maybe we need to think different.
Pues entonces nada más fue lo del dodo.
That was
Que supongo que era hacerlo enojar para que me tire la otra flor y me la llevo también.
Mrs. Gabberly.
Want to play again? I need a word, Wallace.
Pues nada más dijo algo bueno de lo del
It's
dodo.
one of my favorites.
No, an action word.
Oh, yes, an action word.
Pues creo que el orden que puse no estaba mal. Divisado, explosión tempestuosa. ¿Era este?
How about lift? That's an action.
Fine, that'll do.
Ya no me acuerdo
Now
ni cuál
a
fue.
thing, if you please.
Right. A thing.
Era lo del pavo.
Turkey?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Lo del
How
violento.
about savage?
Y no sé, sapo.
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing?
Aunque te lo dice de persona, a ver, sapo. Es que la única otra cosa aparte del dodo sería el sapo. O eso que dice caballero.
Gentleman?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey,
What is it now?
go lift. A turkey, you savage gentleman.
I'm a savage brute, Winnie. But gentlemen, oh, that's hitting below the belt.
He's proud of being nasty, that's the problem. But
Ok,
maybe
lo de
that's his
salvaje.
weakness too.
Ah, o sea, decirle cosas bonitas.
You've got quite a vocabulary, Mrs. Gabberly.
Another round now.
Ok, entonces si es decirle cosas bonitas. Creo. Lift. Es que está mal traducida esta cosa. Ah, aparte están acá abajo, chiflado. Comida barata, explosión de ciruela. Bueno, no hay tantas opciones. Acción. Bueno, era verbo. No. ¿Qué dijo? Acción sería barato. Es que está mal esta cosa.
Oh, there's melt.
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right, a thing.
Comida barata. Chiflado. Ciruelas.
My suggestion would be prune.
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Mild?
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
Bueno, lo de caballero es lo que le
Person
molesta.
Or a thing.
Supongo que... Muy bien.
Gentleman?
Yes, that's a thing.
Ay, si no aquí me voy a quedar porque son demasiadas combinaciones.
Hey!
What is it now?
No mouth! A prune, you mild gentleman!
Hey! You do know how to wound a bloke with
Ah,
it.
ok, entonces era como que lo más normalito.
Got him that time. Serves him right for being such a grumpy
Aunque las
old
traducciones estaban
granddad.
bien malas. ¿Me la puedo llevar?
Would you mind, if that is, could you see your way fit to lending me that pot of pansies, Mrs. Gabberly, for business purposes?
Business purposes? Well, be my guest. I've got bunches of them.
Bueno, ya veo dos flores. Bueno, ya tengo la batería. Sigo teniendo que conseguir el casco. Pero de aquí, en teoría...
Perhaps you'd like to give the purple pansies a sniff. You'd have to, lean
Es esta, ¿no?
over, of course.
I see no point in leaning over and sniffing my purple pansies until they decide to shape up and...
Ok, entonces necesito poner esas porque son aquí.
Miss Flint, if you'll just take a look at the pansies, I think you'll...
I told you, Mr. Wallace. I refuse to let those yellow hooligans have the satisfaction of... Oh,
Apple.
you see? They're mending their ways. They just needed a firm talking to, that's all.
Ajá. Bueno, ya dejo caer el té, ya tengo dos.
Little pansies. Sweet satisfaction, Mr. Wallace.
Yes, indeed. Very sweet.
¿Y ya lo agarré o no? Ok, ya están mis cosas. Ah, pero entonces, ¿de dónde voy a sacar el casco? ¿Le puedo ofrecer alguna otra cosa? ¿Qué tengo? Le ofrezco una flor. O a lo mejor con la flor.
I told you he'd make it back to us alive. Our Wallace is a fighter. Bagged a few of those blighters, did you?
Ah. ¿Les puedo poner la flor en algún lado? Bueno. Ahí está, pongo esto. Apenas me fijé, de no ser porque estaba pensando en ponerles la flor para que las abejas se movieran. Pero qué bueno que corroboré que sí se puede. Ahí está, agarro esta cosa que parece un casquito. Ahora ahí está su casco. Y me debería de dejar
I thought
las
you might find this useful,
las
Major Tom.
barritas.
A helmet! By George, Wallace, there's nothing like a good helmet. Makes a fellow want to put himself in the path of projectiles. If you know what I mean. Oh, heavens. I shouldn't be skulking around in a cellar like a frightened rat. I'm a soldier, by thunder! Private Gromit, I hereby appoint you officer commanding this air raid shelter. Here, you pass out the rations. I've got a war to win. Charge!
Ok. Me llevo esto.
Now to get my hands on a protein bar.
Eh,
Gromit,
¿Ahora qué? What? ¿Qué? ¿Por qué no puedo?
stop playing around, Gromit. Of all the...
¿Que yo qué? ¿De qué? ¿Ahora qué quieres, Gromit? Te doy una flor.
Well, no. Request dispensation of protein bars, soldier.
Ay. Qué exagerado. Ajá. Como que ya puedo mezclar las cosas en esta cosa. Que no creo que sea muy buena idea meter una
1
pila.
unit of energized fluid for a creamy finish. One dose of strontium into the mix.
Y la otra flor, ¿para qué me la llevé?
One generous chunk of protein to give it texture. Now to mix up my very own quick grow muscle formula.
Claro.
That ought to do it. No, the mixomatic's all mixed up. Stop! Stop! Help! Gromit! Oh, thanks, lad.
Checking to see if anything's sprouted yet, Mr. Wallace.
Well,
Ah, qué
as a matter of
burloncita.
fact, Miss Flit,
Really? I don't see what you're hoping to...
Magia.
Oh, I don't believe
it
it.
works! It works! The homemade quick grow miracle muscle formula works! We're in business now. You see, Gromit, look where a bit of enterprise can get you. If I hadn't found that flyer you chucked in the bin, I'd never have been able to concoct my miracle grow formula. And then where would we be? You really must be careful what you chuck out, you know? Blinking Nora!
Oh, my word. I think I'm going to faint.
Y se cayó. Bueno, ya con eso tengo.
This ought to be plenty of fuel for the old pollinator.
Ay, claro, y me las llevé, nada más así. O sea, eran más grandes que yo y me las guardé en el bolsillo, seguramente. Ok, entonces le metemos las flores. Ahí está.
That's champion, that is. 50 gallons of honey and just
¿Y de dónde saqué el
my
camión?
annual tea and crumpet festival. Pleasure doing business with you, Wallace.
Always aim to please, our bees. That's the last of our bills, Gromit, and we've got just about enough left over for that little holiday we've been planning. This year, I fancy Blackpool. Oh, yes, lad. I think our money troubles are over at last.
Air raid! Air raid! Petrol stations everywhere!
Not this again.
Excellent vantage point. Prepare for a crash
¿Y
landing.
por qué se
you
puede meter como
devils.
si nada?
Sorry, Wallace, but I'm going to have to commandeer your dining room.
Now, just a minute, Major Cross.
No time to argue, old man. The whole town's under bombardment. But here they come!
A la madre.
Wasn't it, Gromit? Giant bees!
Heaven help the good citizens of West Wallaby Street! Civilians out!
But
That's an order, Wallace. Private Gromit, kindly escort this civilian from the battle zone.
¿Y por qué? ¿Y por qué Gromit es soldado?